Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the latest Afconia stream. Uh, Last time we finished the first half of the Cube Escape Paradox game. We're now moving on to game, or chapter 2, I should say. Today, of course, is Monday, first day of the work week for those of us who have jobs that require Monday to Friday work. For those of us who don't, just another day, I guess. Personally, Monday's just... it's the first day of the work week, but it's hardly the worst day of the work week. Let's just leave it at that. And we're going to jump right into Rusty Lake. Cube Escape Paradox. We're going to go into Chapter 2. Hear any crunching or grinding, I apologize. Still haven't got a rug or a carpet for my microphone, and I'm still rearranging things. Good news, though, is that it turns out I had confused the number of USB ports I have with the number of HDMI outputs that I had. And it was the HDMI outputs that were counted as, that were one fewer than I was promised. So I have plenty of USB ports if I ever need to use them. It's just the HDMI, I only had the one, which isn't ideal for a 2-monitor setup. That's what I was thinking of. Anyway, you don't care about that. Let's on with the game. So, when last we left our hero, he was confused. He was at the Rusty Lake spa or hotel or whatever you want to call it, and he wasn't sure what the heck was going on. As you can see, he's still confused, and there's still a creepy shadow man menacing him. Let's see what we've got this time. Alright, so there's some new things here. We have what appears to be a windmill, which we can spin. I guess it makes water come out. Oh. We got our TV again. This time it only needs one plug, it looks like. Because it's still fixed from last... no, it's fixed. Whatever the reason may be. We've got a potted plant, but no plant. Or a plant pot, but no plant. We got our lights. We got our birdo again. Oh! Okay, we've got a hand coming out from the... was a bird cage. We have a picture of what appears to be a bedroom. Not the nicest bedroom, but could be worse. Got a picture of us staring at the mirror while a hand reaches out to grab us. That's a little disturbing. We have some drawings here. Looks like there's going to be a face at some point. Got the chairs. I think these are the chairs that the weird people were sitting in the last room, in their picture. We've got more things again. We've got another picture frame with a picture of, it looks like probably a map, or at least a landscape. We've got a film projector rather than a slide projector. And again, another the empty pot, plant pot. Let's go look at the mirror first and see what we are. Okay, so we're still me. I'm stuck here again. All right, well, what can we do this time? Nothing in there. Got another sliding puzzle. We were able to solve this one last time, so let's see. We want that to go there and that to go there, but that's hardly enough. It's going to be more complex, obviously, so that's going to have to go there at some point. Oh, so they just want to move everything over from one side to the other. Okay, so we'll need to get... let's see, we need to get the T over there first. Which we can do like so. Got our T there. And we want to get the triangle there, so this S up there. So what goes down here is the square. All right. So if we get this here, move that there, this here, there. Get this here, there. Move him there, there, there. Nope, that's not going to work. Right. So we need to get this one out. I don't think we have enough space. So let's see. Because that puts us in that position there. We do that. We do that. We do that. That. There we go. So that part is taken care of. We'll want to get that into position next. So if we these here, move that there. I'm going to be in a rough spot with that though. But that's okay, we can work with that. All right, so we've got 3 things here. Now I want to get that up to the top. So if I move this here, move that there, that there, there, that here, him there, this here, that there, there. All right, so far so good. That goes there. There we go. Spiral goes there. Oh, I had it backwards. Great, so I broke that part. Okay. Because I needed... Okay, well we can still work with that because we just... That there. That there. There we go. Still got it. It just took an extra step. Alright, we got a paper piece. The paper piece presumably goes in the picture frame. Is the desktop audio not registering? I turn it up. Sorry, I did not realize how quiet it was. Oh, and again, all I have for settings is turn it down. So I'm going to have to turn the music up. There we go. For some reason, there just wasn't any music playing. That was weird. Well, we've got it now. At least you can hear it a bit. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit more, which of course causes it to cut out. But there we go. All right, so continue. And it's gone again. That's very strange. Because you can hear the in-game sound effects. There's just no music. Nope. All right, well, let's just play some music for now in the background and see if the music comes back in the game. All right. Adjusting the volume there. There we go. Everything should be okay. And now I bet you the music will come back now. Anyway. All right. So we got one picture there. Let's see what else we've got. Try the door. Doesn't hurt. I bet you there's a spooky ghost through this keyhole. Oh, it's the Moose Man. He's a little disturbing. My bitrate is showing offline. That's odd. Is there a problem with my stream? Nope, okay. I am streaming. It's just showing me that I'm offline for some reason. Sure. It's just one of those days, folks. Right. So I do appear to have a tape here. I can turn it on, but there's no actual second reel yet. So we're going to need to find that reel. So let's take a look here and see what else we've got. All right, I'm going to need a thing for that. Anything here? Nope. I don't know what's going on. I apologize again. Let's see here. I think the gameplay's audio is playing now. Hang on a second. Alright, so that's still locked. Of course, when I leave it, it stops. Okay, the music's playing now. Perfect. Well, who knows what the hell is going on? Not me, that's for damn sure. Alright. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna keep the music going out of the stream because I cannot figure out what the hell is going on with the music in the game. I don't know if there's a setting that I mixed up, or is it because I had my headphones plugged in and charging and then unplugged them during the stream? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's nothing serious. Alright, nothing behind there. It's the real puzzle today. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we got a lit cigar. I'll take that. These will need the key. Anything here? Nope, nope, nope. Alright, to mental health and fishing. Ooh, you balance the substance of your past lives. After completion of our mental health program, you'll feel reborn. Not the red vial. So last time it was not the green vial, and we took the red vial. Let's see. These are also locked. Oh, that one's not locked. A fish! Hey, buddy. Alright, so I'll need to do something with him later, I guess. And a screwdriver. With all the trouble I'm having with the audio, I could use one of those. I'm just kidding. Here. Greet Rust. So I've got a screwdriver. I wish they would include the drivery part, but what can you do? Well, you know it has screws. This does. So let's see if I can unscrew all of these. Take the screws. Aha! Uh-oh. One of these puzzles. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to want to connect these two. Let's see. So I need to have that connect to that, which means I need to have that connect to that. Oh, this one's not going to be too hard. Can't spin that. But I can spin that, and I can spin that. Switch that over there. Presto changeo. Alright. Turn on the power. There's another piece of paper. Alright. Anything else? None of the other lights seem to be on. That's a little odd. I'm sure it doesn't matter, but in this picture, one light is on and one light is off. Keep that in mind. Greetings from Rusty Lake. I'm going to look for anything that's time related. There are no hints there yet. Got that cigar. can't do anything with this until I know what channel to put it on. We have a windmill that does something with something. I can spin it. I can spin it here, and it has numbers on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's keep that in mind. And when I spun it, oop, at one point when I spun it, this changed. So just keep that in mind too. Let's see. Stuck here again. Okay, no more hints yet from him. Anything else from here? Nope. Can I close that? Nope, I can close that one and open it again. Can't open that yet. What if I give him the cigar? Nope. Okay, he doesn't want the cigar. This has a bottle and some other bottles. Can I do anything with it? Nope, but it looks like there's going to be a nameplate or something of the sort there. Nothing with this yet. Last time with the cigar I had to burn holes in a piece of paper. I don't think I can do that here. I don't know what number to call, so there's no point in trying that yet. I'll pull this down. It has a few things there. So with this, I can flick that. I can turn that on. Oh. Oh. That's not good. The black goo came out of the projector. Now, those of you who are younger folk might not remember the school days when we had these projectors, but the black goo is the most important part. It's what keeps the imp inside from losing his mind and rampaging, because he has to keep lighting the fire that causes the light to go through. Put the burning cigar out in the pot? No, okay. And we've already worked with that. I don't have my screwdriver anymore, so I know that I don't need to worry about it anymore. Nothing there yet. Okay. Don't think I can do anything with the page yet. Can't do anything with that yet. All I have to work with right now is a cigar. What if I give myself the cigar? That's what I did with it last time. So I have the cigar. But I don't know what to do with it, so I'll put it back for now. Nothing else in there. Oops. Alright, so let's look for anything that might have numbers in it. I don't see anything with numbers in here. I don't see anything with numbers in here. So far, there's nothing numerical in that. I'll need this for a tape at some point. I can't do anything with this until I know what times to set it at. I mean, we've got 4 S's, but I don't know if that's supposed to be the passcode or not, because that's 5 there. Can't do anything with that. This is locked. This is also locked. I could try just 4 S's, but what do I do with the last one? So we'll leave that aside for now. Alright. Then we've got this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, but it doesn't tell me anything. So I get all of them lit up. They got all of them lit up. Oh, okay. So that seems to be correct. Okay, so let's go back. Okay. All right, so we want the 1. I'm just going to write this down. So we wanted the 1 dot down here. Now we got to figure out which one we want in this position. Oh, it seems to have reset. Oh, we're probably going to have to go this way now. Yeah, okay. Then we wanted... four down there. Now we're gonna have to go this way again. We wanted the 3. And we're gonna want to go... Nope. Okay. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, so we wanted 1 down there, and then we wanted 4 there, and then we want 3 there, and then we want 2 there, and then we want 3 there, and we got ourselves a piece of paper. All right. Look, I'm not as dumb as I look. Not that that's hard. Let's see here. So we got another piece of paper. It goes right there. We got ourselves a nice painting. It looks like a nice place to go. Place to empty the mind, reflect on the past, the present, and the future. Watch Rusty Lake TV, 945. Alright, 945 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. The Birdman.
Into your mind.
Deeper into my mind, you say.
Look at the painting.
Deeper into my mind. Okay. Alright. I know what to do there. Look at the painting and burn my soul. Take that. Got a key. That one was more sensible. Oh, a knife. I'm gonna have to make some coffee. Dale Vandermeer, psychological evaluation. Bedroom in Auntie's. So I'm going to need a photo. And the personality test. Anxiety, alcohol abuse, claustrophobia, depression, and ichthyophobia. Well, I'm happy to announce that I only have 2 of those. Patient suffers from youth trauma, substantial fears, anxieties, and sense of loss. I'm happy to announce that I only have 2.5 of those. Losing sight of reality in recent murder case, which triggered several unprocessed memories. No comment. Patient will be referred to a reputable mental health institute. Not sure about that. Alright, so I've got the thing for the painting. So we're going to go to the painting. Oh, we've got all these other things too. Let's see what we've got. Oh, nice little eyeball there. We're going to have to do something with these book type things or whatever they are. Oh, I took an eyeball. This is Svandimir, etc., etc. None of the others have anything in them. Label the painting. Oh. Bedroom in Arles. Alright, so it shows us where some other things should be. Change things around. So, put that there. I've never seen a painting like this before. That there. That there. That there. That there. That one there. That one there. And they say home is a place, is where you hang your hat. An ear. Uh-oh. So Vincent van Gogh, of course, famous for cutting off his own ear for a reason. So I've got an ear and an eye. That's doesn't bode well for our man, Mr. Vandermeer. All right, I put that in there. I put that in there. I'm going to need to put something in there to raise that one. Okay. a knife can be used to do many things, such as cut, open, no, okay. Maybe our friend the hand would like a knife. Here you go, buddy. Hey, he did. Okay. Thanks, pal. Oh, he gave me his heart. So romantic. Alright. So the heart is going to go into here. I feel like we're cooking with gas today, guys. Oh, but the levels aren't right. So what if I put that there? That there. Then I need to put something in here to raise that level. Interesting. This is the something of him. What if I put that? Oh. I put this one in there. Alright, so the problem though is that then things are all... Yeah, so I had it right when I had that there, because you can see the marks there where they should be. So take the heart, put them in there, and then we're going to have something else that's going to go in there, and it's not my cigar. Alright. You know what? Hang on a second. If the music's going to insist on playing only when I don't want it to, then I'm just going to turn it off. It's too bad because I like the music, but I can't fuck with it right now. Is our friend going to give us anything? I'll take that back. Thank you very much. Do you want the cigar? No? Okay. I'm going to need the knife again at some point. Here, take that knife. Oh! My brain! Fair enough. I hope that's a metaphor, because I'm not going to be able to solve many cases with a brain in a jar. But ding! Something lit up. What? I don't know. But it worked. Oh, can I now take these and move them? Nope. Oh, this is the old mind of Detective Vandermeer. It suffered severe damage from stress and anxiety. Therefore, it is now useless. For more information, call A. Vanderboom. Wasn't that the lady who died? Can I take that? No. Okay. Can I burn it? No. Okay. Well, I don't need my brain anymore, apparently. I'm going to turn off the light because it's bothering me. Don't want to waste power. There we go. Oh, it said to call her. Did it give me a number? Oops. No, it did not give me a number, but I'm sure I'm going to have to call her at some point to get more information, appropriately enough. Now, where was I going? Oh, I was going to look at my reflection in the mirror and see what I had to say about not having a brain anymore. Nope. You want to have a cigar? Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's see now. You gonna do anything else if I give him the knife again? Nope, just give me the knife back. Okay, buddy. Good talking to you, though. I wonder if A. Vandermeer's phone number is anywhere to be found. Nope. Need a photo of the client, the personality test, the newspaper article, the funeral card, am I dead? And a flyer. Okay. Can I start a fire with this? Nope, but it does tell me I can do something with it. Can I do anything with this? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. And then I'm still not sure what I'm doing with this one. I thought maybe I could put... Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, so I need that. It's a puzzle. Yep. Except those are in the wrong place, so. Can I? Oh, I can't do that, can I? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, it's just I can only put the bigger ones on top of the smaller ones, I guess. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. That one can there, that one there. Well, that didn't work. I need to figure out how to get the big one over there. And I can't do that, right? So I can do this. Then I can do that. I can do that. Not really doing great here because I still can't move the. There we go. Move that there. 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 That there. 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 There, Bart. There. Right. That can go there. That can go. I know I don't have to move them like that, but it is what it is. And that could go there. There we go. That one can go there. 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 Look at this. I'm gaming, chat. I'm gaming. Rusty Lake. Imagine having to do that every time you took a book off your shelf. That would be insane. The Ultimate Guide to Mental Health by Jay Islander. Empty your mind. Reflect on the present, the past, the future. So, we've got triangle, flying triangle, S, spiral. So, cut the brain in half. Debatable. I have done this part. No? No? Okay. Wonder what the ×3 means. Interesting. Order the pieces. Everyone has a role to play. 5 statues, 5 books. The past is never dead. Right. Are there any hidden... That's kind of the circle with a dot in it. And to heart, envelope gets a statue. Potato gets a square. Okay. Alright. None of that. So it could be a straight line, those things. So the present, the past, the future. So that was the future. That one's the past. And then that one's the present. And that could be a line. Or it could just be cutting my head. 5 statues with 5 books. That really looks like the circle with the dot in it, but there's no way to know for sure. Right. Well, it didn't tell me a whole lot, but it told me something. I'm just not... I don't know what, but it told me something. Can I cut myself again? No. Okay. And are there any numbers? We've got ×3 for the brain. 5, 5. 3, 5, 5? Could be. And then I have to face my corrupted soul. Well, let's see if this works. Nope. Okay. It was worth a shot. if I guessed right, it is S line, that thing, circle with a dot, and then spiral. But I probably have it wrong. Yeah. What if this was the line? Oops. This was the S. This was the spiral. And this was the circle with the dot. Nope. Okay. So I'm missing something there. Let me look at that book again. Sometimes the numbers on the pages mean something. There's nothing here. There was no guarantee that the line was what I thought it was anyway. Times 3, 5, 5, and then a bunch of other stuff. And none of these move, right? Last time I screwed myself up by not taking a... Can I take... I can! Can I cut him? No, but I have a picture now, which goes in my little case study patient book. Photo of the client. All right. See, I almost did the same thing I did last time with the cube. Do anything with this? No. That obviously is going to mean something. No idea what yet. Order the pieces, every role to play, 5 statues, 5 books. Can I do anything with these? No. So I'm going to have to get an envelope to get the statue, but I don't know. And I can't do anything with this yet, right? I can't cut it. Can't burn it. Okay. I can open my head, but that's about all I can do there. Nothing else with that. Let's see. Probably done everything I can with this. Hey, so that's where he hangs out. Cut this, no. Cut this, no. I don't have that yet. What if I look in the keyhole? Will I get a spooky clue? Nope, still just him. Okay. Can you imagine if I tried the doorknob and just let me out? Oh. Let's see here. Thanks for the follows, guys. Can't do anything with that. Can I cut this? No. Alright. So let's assume that I'm overlooking something, because that's what it's been every other time. Am I done here? Yes, because that opened up. Okay. This is the same problem I ran into with chapter 1, where I was doing fine as long as I knew what the puzzle was. I could solve it, but once I ran out of puzzle, I didn't know where to go for the next one. Can I pull this down? Yes, but does it show me anything? No. Can I do anything with this? Nope. I already burned him. I can't burn anything else. No. Hi, friends made along the way. Thanks. Yeah, I've had ran into this problem earlier with the last one. I was like, this is really good. And then I got stymied and I was like, well, I've solved everything I know is a puzzle. Yeah, this is my first time playing this. I really enjoy it. I tried a couple of other point and click games because they sort of take me back to when I was younger. But this is the first one to really capture the cool feel I was looking for to bring me back. So I'm really enjoying it. I just need to stick with it and not try to play it at 11 o'clock at night like I did the first time. Let's see here. Nope, still can't do anything with my head. Alright, now I did have to resort to a walkthrough before just to find out what the puzzle part that I was missing was. I'm hoping not to do that, but I also know that it's not that entertaining to watch somebody just click around all the time. Oh, I've still got the fish here. Can I cut them open? Of course. Alright, now what can I do with that? Oh, okay. Oh, I have to put them in order to match this. Okay. So that one worked there. Nope. I am not super visual, so you'll have to bear with me on this. Oh, no. Oh, these things have to match. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Alright, so I need that to go there. Then I need that to go there. Alright, I was going to try to match the bones to the patterns, but that wouldn't have worked. Oh. Of course. I know I always keep my keys in the fish I keep in the chest of drawers. So I've got my triangle key now, at least. Magnifying glass. That's good. Emptiness. Okay. Let's see now. Telephone directory. Alright, so I'm going to need to call Vandermeer. Come on, where is she? Do I... Oh, I don't have my glasses. If only I had a magnifying glass. Alright, Vandermeer, where are you? Or not Vandermeer, Vanderboom. 36772. Perfect. I do like the attention to detail that they actually use the right length of phone numbers for the time period. 3. Come on. No, not 2. 3. 3. 6. 7. I tell you right now, rotary phones were never quite this hard.
Detective Vandermeer.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, I don't need to read them out loud. Okay.
My name is Aldous Vanderboom. What can you tell me? Are you looking for a new present mind? I think so. I am confident the new mind is not far away. Where should I look? You have been looking before.
Okay.
What do you mean? Watch yourself. Channel 412. Okay.
Alright, channel 412. Let's see here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. Mental health and fishing. I agree. Oh, okay. I think I see that. What am I looking at with this magnifying? Oh, 492. Well, okay, but that's where I just was. Right? Back to the TV. Did I misunderstand something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. I was mistaken. It was not the same channel. Oh, look up there. Okay. Well, now it's kind of handholdy. 879. The fact that this series originated as just online Flash games is pretty impressive. A key. Look there. All right. Thanks, Mini Noxy. I'm not sure what the best viewers suggestion is, but I appreciate it. I'll look into it when I have the chance. 278. A fish. Look near where the fish was. I've looked everywhere for this new rind, apparently. There he is. Oops. A globe key. Perfect for the globe. Oh, not again. All right. So where do I start? I start here. To go there. Because it has the house on one side and the mountains on the other. Nope. Yeah. Okay. There. Then I go through the woods, through there. And I go to that, because it's between the islands. I go here, because it's the inlet. It's not technically an inlet, because it goes all the way through, but you know what I mean, the strait. There we go. Oh, right, so go through that, to there. And then mountains on one side. Take the boat again. Nope. No, 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 no. Undo. There we go. I hope that worked. And I go here to here, because we'll pass the house and the police station. And I go towards the forest, so that'd be that one. I go through the woods, so that would be there. I go past the windmill. Past the chapel. Through the mountains. Past the whatever that is. And to the end. Yep. Did it not work because I took a wrong turn? I couldn't undo. Lovely. Okay, so we go here. We go here. And I go through the islands to that. And it was to here. It was to there. Hoping it doesn't reset. And it was through here to that, because the theater is on the left. And I have mountains on the left. Then I have an island on my left, which would be this, I believe. So there. Hopefully not missing it this time. I have to go past, on the right-hand side, past the police station. And then towards the forest. That's the only one that's towards the forest. And from there I go through the two forests. I go to the place next to the windmill. I go past the chapel. Then I go through the mountain pass. And I go to the right of whatever that is. Then I go to the end. There we go. A brain! Okay, so I need to cut this. Nope. Okay, I do not need to cut that. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, bugs. Smush? What? I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here, so I'm gonna have to back out and start again. Click it 3 times. Oh, I see. Oh, and they have... Oh, I get it, I get it. Oh, I'm screwed. Because there's no way to, Nope, I died. Okay. If I put that there, that there, that there, that there, and... Oh, fuck. Yeah, and I can move them around. I need to remember that. This is hard. Jeebus Creebus. Put him there and there. He doesn't really cover anything there, but he can do something like that. Oh, now I'm fucked. It doesn't reach anything there. It doesn't reach anything there. These ones are practically useless. I mean, that'll at least get something. That doesn't reach anything there, so I need to move that back there. That there. Can I get anything out of that one, maybe? It doesn't reach anything there, so there's no point in keeping it. Okay. Did I do it? I did it, I think. Something happened. I've got a brain. A present mind. Okay, so if I go back to my mirror, open up my head, and put my present mind in it. Close my head again. Much better. Much better. Now what? Nope. Okay, nothing. Oh, he's gone. Okay, can I do anything with that? Nope. Oh, hello, sir.
Welcome to your present mind.
Thanks. I can't do anything with any of those right now, but I have an unused well, not unused, but I have a triangle key that I didn't use on one of these things. Oh, it's empty. Okay, never mind. So I have a present mind. I need something that'll screw in there, and then I need those things to go there.
Welcome to your present mind.
This is supposed to be something. My psychological test. A seed. A thing. And some other stuff. Alright, well, not sure what I'm doing with that, but great work, guys. Alright, let's go listen to my cassette.
Mr. Vandermeer,
That's me.
I will show you 5 images.
Okay.
Tell me what you see. 1, I see a muff. 2, a crow. 3, murder.
Oh.
4, fear. 5, I see my corrupted soul. Thank you, Mr. Vandermeer.
Alright. Well, that's certainly a number of things to see. Put the plant in the plant pot. That part was easy enough to figure out. Nothing behind here? No. Okay. Still just that. Oh, I took my brain back. No, I don't want that. Thank you. Let's see here. So I know what these are, but I'm going to have to figure out. So there's the crow. There's the corrupted soul, I believe. But what am I going to do with that stuff?
Welcome to your present mind.
Right, you said that. Nope. Okay, it's just things. No? Okay. No? Okay. Well, I tell you, it's got really humid here. Now, we actually had a tornado watch earlier today. Not a tornado warning, thankfully, just a watch. But even so, I'd rather be humid than in a tornado, but it is what it is. Am I just going to see my dear friend again? Oh, there's nobody through there right now. Okay. Do I see different things? No. Okay. I was wondering if maybe my present mind would let me see something other than what I was seeing before. So I've got that. I do not have a personality test, a newspaper article, a funeral card, or a flyer. So I tapped it 3 times, and I have to reflect on the past, the present, the past, the future. But that doesn't, I don't know what that means. So I've done this, I've done that. Oh, my present mind, I need my past mind and my future mind. I don't know what it means, but that's what I'm going to need. Oh, if I take this out, it goes back to the past. Okay, okay. So what do I hear if I listen to it now?
Thank you, Mr. Vandermeer.
Oh. No. Okay, there's nothing at the end there.
Mr. Vandermeer, I will show you 5 images. Tell me what you see. 1, I see a moth. 2, a crow. 3, murder. 4, fear. 5, I see my corrupted soul. Thank you, Mr. Vandermeer.
All right. But where do we see those things? Well, they're in a painting. Not the painting here, but this one here. But that's burnt out, so it's not that. We see them here, at least somewhat, but I don't have anything to superimpose over them. What is across from me there? Nothing this time. Okay. So there's nothing behind me there. But what if I go to the present? Is there anything behind it there now? No. Okay. Yes, welcome to my present mind. I know. Anything else in here that might be useful? I've got cigars. Tasty treats for my bird. Gin and tonic. Coffee maker, so I need ground coffee, water, and fuel. Best decorations for an amazing birthday party. And a Pilsner. Okay. Anything here? Nope. Anything here? Nope. How about up here? Is this the same? Yes, okay. Maybe I turn this on again if something else will happen. I've got that bright light. Nope. Still have the triangle key, which is unusual. Can't do anything with this yet. Can I use a magnifying glass on anything? Nope. Can I use a knife on anything? Maybe stab the head? Nope. Burning scar? Nope.
Welcome to your present mind.
Great. Can I stab him?
Thank you for having
Oh.
me as your counsel. Let's examine.
I did not realize he would say more things.
But first, I would like a cup of coffee.
Sure. I got a cup. So I'm going to need water. There's lots of water here. I'm going to need grounds, and then I'm going to need that for the fire. For the fuel. Oh, the fuel. Okay, right. Fuel came out of the projector. It's this thing. So... Oh, I think I know what I did. Okay, can I take it? It's not what I meant to do. Oh, but it worked. Okay. Now I've got some beans. Great. I need to get my fuel, which for some reason there appeared to be fuel coming out of the projector. Can I use this to... Yep, cup with oil. All right. So now I've got a cup with oil. Right. I've got the beans. Oh, not yet. Need to get the water again. Does it matter which one I take it from? Probably not. I'll take ear water. Where did my cup go? Okay, maybe I used it already. Nope. Is it? There it is. Water, and then... Oh, I'm gonna need to grind them probably. Because I have bean. No, I shouldn't need to grind them. What am I missing here? Why can I not put the coffee beans in where the coffee beans go? I hope I didn't do them in the wrong order. That would be very annoying. Oh, okay, that's not it. Just for some reason, the coffee beans will not go in the coffee bean place. If I raise this lid, do I need to put more water in there? Oh, maybe I do need to put more water in there. That would explain it. Yeah, hang on. Sorry, it's been a long time since I made coffee like an adult. So I put... Whoops. Nope. Nope. Okay. I need to grind the coffee. What is there that will grind it here?
I would like a cup of coffee.
I know. This? Oh, hang on. This thing. I don't need that water. Oops. It's all right in the same spot. What am I doing? Put that water back in the ear. No? Okay. Can I pour it in here? Okay. Perfect. Now if I put these in there, and that... Oh, okay, I don't need to do that, I guess. But I... Oh, okay.
do it like that.
Couldn't possibly put the cup under it before I ground it up. Alright. Yes, yes, I know I should have remembered that coffee grinds go in there. Oh, I didn't need the coffee cup. Okay. Yep, I hope he likes the thick viscous coffee I just made him. Probably really bad. Oh, I also left it on the thing. I'll take that. Here you go, my good man. Bottoms up. Oh, I say.
Let's find the traumas of your past.
Shouldn't be an apostrophe there.
Please, complete the tests.
Okay, so we've got a circle with a dot. We need to go to the beginning. Okay, so first, I see a moth. So that would be that one probably. So that's the square with the line through it. Then I see oh, that's probably the crow actually. That's the moth. The moth is the triangle with the line going down. Then we've got the square with the line through it. Then you have a murder. Oh my goodness. This isn't what I'm used to seeing with Rorschach tests. Then we see fear, which is the line. And then we see my corrupted soul, which is the first one, which is the squiggly S. Right. Now, do I talk to him after I've done that?
Let's
No,
find
okay.
the traumas of your past.
I'm sure some of the traumas of my past are probably locked behind this thing here. Alright, so I want the pointy up arrow triangle thing. Then I want the square thing. And then I want the upside down T. And then I want the line. And then I want the S. The light bulb. Ding! I have an idea. Ha 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 ha. That goes in the projector. Not the projector. The weird phrenology head thing. And I get a heart. And I get a heart. Oh, I see. Confusion? Confusion? Fear. Okay. Love? Love. Fear. Confusion. I don't know what I'm doing. Fear. Love. Well, these could all go in confusion as far as I'm concerned. Confusion? I mean, it's a maze. Fear? A psychological file. And a new brain. A new brain.
Coffee is too bitter.
I told you. Well, you know, you'd be bitter too. Now I've got my personality test. Can I look at it with the magnifying glass to get a better... No, okay. I'm gonna go and swap brains. That down. Mind of the past. Let's see here. There. Okay. Oh, happy birthday, you people.
Hello, son. Happy birthday.
Oh, why do you sound like Dad?
Please prepare the decorations. Please prepare the decorations. It's not time for your present yet.
Prepare the decoration. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm not sure what that accomplished, but it accomplished something.
Please prepare the decorations. Please
Did I not?
prepare the decorations. It's not time for your present yet.
Oh, there's more. Right, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, these are not good games for somebody like me who pays very little attention to anything. 0, 1, 2, 3. Nope. 3. Neither of these is 4s. None of these are 4s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 0, 1. Oh, I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay, I think I might have to call it. And then this one goes there, and this one goes there. Huh. This is going to be a mirror match sort of thing. Time to party.
Please call Mr. Alander, the magician. It's not time for your present.
Alright, you gotta call Mr. Alander the magician. Oh, get me the phone book. gains an antler there. 3, 5, 4, 5.
Where is he?
Five, 1. Three, 4, 5, 4, 4. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right. What am I missing? Okay. 4 with an antler on the left. 4 with an antler on the left. 3 loses an antler. Sorry, I leaned way back there. 3 and he loses an antler on the right. I don't know what I'm learning here. 5. 5. 5 and he gains one on the left. Three and he loses one on the left. 5 and he gains one on the left. 3 and he loses one on the right. 4. I don't know what's going on here.
Where is he?
Okay, he's in front of the TV. We've got a 4. We've got a 5. And we got a 5. Let's see if that's a TV channel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not a TV channel. Oh, right. Oh, you know what it is? It's the way the arrows are pointing. The antlers are probably pointing something. 5 on the left. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. 3. Let's start again. 3. 3. What am I doing? Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Okay. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I missed something. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. No, okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what am I missing? 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 3. 1, 2, 3. Go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, go this way. 1, 2, 3. No. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. What? Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, these keep going back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Okay, I solved it. I think I kind of figured out what was going on, but I don't really.
Turn on channel 369.
That's my favorite channel, Mom. How did you know? You really were paying attention to me. Whoops. Ah, happy birthday to me.
Look behind you. Is he still hiding?
In the mirror again. Nope. Uh, I don't understand what he's telling me in these damn things. Ah, okay. How long is this gonna keep going for, buddy? Oh, that long, apparently. Man, I thought this was surreal before, but,
Time to open your present.
hooray, I bet you it's a brain. Oh, it's the bunny guy. Oh, and he's gonna kill those people. Hooray! Locked. A newspaper article. Alright. So I've got a TV, table, a mirror, and a thingamajigger. Looking this way, I have I wanted to light that up. That goes there, which means that kick it with some Hostile Universe. Let me know if anything is a problem. I'm actually leaning back, moving my microphone onto me personally because I don't have enough space on my desk for everything, and I need to adjust how I'm sitting because I had an injury a little while ago.
The solar system, the neighborhood of our planet Earth. Since its foundation in 1958, NASA has had a mission and key objectives for the study of celestial bodies surrounding our home. Our goals are even more ambitious, but the path that remains to understand our small corner in the universe is still very extensive. Up to this new century, we have carried out 112 missions. Among the most notable are Cassini-Huygens, Voyager, Galileo, and Mariner.
I never knew how to pronounce Huygens. Also, I'd just like to say
to extract the maximum
that
amount of information possible
I
from
love
our neighboring planets,
space and how
from the closest to the farthest.
outclassed we are by
able
it.
to know and study, like never before in the history of humanity, the satellites of Saturn and Jupiter, being able to study their intriguing atmospheres and the conditions that keep these gas giants in orbit. The possibilities of life in our neighborhood have increased with the progress of research. Microorganisms may abound on many of these planets, taking different forms and adapting to the most extreme conditions. The case we are addressing at the beginning of this century refers to the anomalies recorded on the planet Neptune in the last 10 years. The study was carried out by Dr. Ronald Dagerstein and Dr. Rosemary Mackey of the Voyager 2 team, who are experts in the analysis of temperature, mass, orbital position, and climatic conditions of the gas giant.
My only complaint about this guy is that I assume, AI that he uses doesn't quite have the proper tone of voice or professionalism for a NASA video of the
It was
time.
determined that these temperatures would be around 63 Kelvin, minus 210.15 degrees Celsius, and minus 346.27 degrees Fahrenheit. Strangely the same as Uranus, despite Uranus being 11 astronomical units closer to the Sun. The research team, supported by contrast images, allowed them to observe that the activity of Neptune's
Now, if you're wondering
is a
about
significant factor in influencing a
what this bar is here, basically they have to block out the planet so they can get any detail on the rest of the rings, because they're so faint that they have to crank the brightness up so much that this would be absolutely blow out the entire camera if it wasn't blocked out.
warmer temperature relative to its distance from the Sun. The movement and gravitational effect created a condition in the atmosphere that produced higher energy levels than the comparison with Uranus, which was identified with much lighter ring chains. Making the comparison, this equality in temperature would also be reinforced by the similarity in the composition of the atmospheric layers, with the difference found in the production of methane condensation on Neptune and the warm layer above this activity, which was already mentioned to be influenced by the rings. Upon thermal analysis in 1988, experts noticed that Neptune's activity was considerably biased. It was characterized by a series of spots that, in contrast to other areas, emitted much more heat than the rest.
Nope.
And
Commercial.
we're back. The
Well,
team is looking down the barrel
while we've got this commercial running, I just want to say that I did a little bit of preliminary research when I was watching this, the next couple of minutes maybe, and the science actually is, the conclusions obviously are fictional, but the science about the temperature and the upcoming mention of loss of mass of Neptune is correct. It's just not for the reasons that they made for the video, obviously.
Saturn spots. On the other hand, the cooler areas showed less fluctuation over short periods of time and tended to slightly but consistently lower their level of kinetic energy. This phenomenon caught the attention of scientists because it involved unusual activities on a planet, activities that had not been recorded in any of the others studied to date. Therefore, it was decided to conduct exhaustive annual monitoring to analyze any type of variation in the atmosphere. also monitoring storm activity inside, which seemed not to affect the outermost layer. By early this year, the definitive data on the variation in Neptune's external temperature was compiled, shown in a record that indicates a significant drop since 1994, following a slight increase that surpassed Uranus in the comparison. Until 1999, there was a dramatic drop of almost 10 Kelvin, and models indicate that the temperature continues to decline up to the present. Thermal
So
images of
10
relative
Kelvin is the
spectrum
same as
also
10
show how
degrees
the initial
Celsius.
heat points have
Kelvin
disappeared to the
doesn't use
point that
degrees,
this
Kelvin
year,
is just the
the
unit.
planet is in a state of complete freezing with no atmospheric variability. Furthermore, decreases in total mass and gravitational effect concerning its satellites have been detected.
So yeah,
These
that is true.
calculations, barring glaring errors,
Is that the actual conclusion they believe is the case is that basically they're plasmoids, so the magnetic sphere of Neptune is all messed up. And so parts of the mass of Neptune, in terms of its atmosphere, because it's a gas giant, so it's almost all atmosphere, just get shot out into space because basically the magnetic fields cause it to turn into plasma and shoot out. And so that's what they think is the reason for the mass decreasing. But that's not nearly as much fun, so let's keep going.
would point to one thing: an external force is extracting part of the planet without a known purpose.
You can see how
This
tilted it
theory
is
may
compared to
partially
most
feel
planets, too.
science fiction, but it is part of the reality of studying celestial bodies. It is essential for the committee to respond and initiate deeper investigations into this phenomenon that, projected to 2080 or 2100, could result in Neptune's size being reduced to less than half and its likely disappearance due to an energy kinetic extracting force. We hereby issue a warning about an unknown danger that could either retreat once it consumes the planet or continue moving closer to the Kuiper Belt.
It's on target. I repeat, it's on target. Determine luminosity with a 20-second exposure. Color and intensity analysis. Comparison to November 1999. 7% less luminous.
Field notes from Dr. Henry Favre, astronomical analyst of light contrast photographs, 1995. Perhaps it will be several years before these results become public. Probably never. Temperature variation detected by the illumination of the photographs and data from Voyager 2 at Neptune indicates an impossible planetary anomaly, especially for those celestial bodies that are so far from a star, due to their low variability. The records we have been able to preliminarily analyze indicate the possibility of a Dyson sphere, perfectly camouflaged by the scarce light at the end of the solar system. It's shocking to think about this. I mean, because if that's the case, this sphere could consume gas giants in a few centuries, and who knows how much less time the inner planets. It's impossible for Neptune to be disintegrating just because the temperature variation implies for sure that a massive structure is affecting it from the outside.
Attention. Carefully move the lens 2 degrees to the west. There? What the hell is that? It looks like an elongated cloud.
Okay.
Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure proposed in the field of astroengineering. The theoretical concept of this structure involves a spherical envelope surrounding a star, specifically designed to capture and harness all the radiation emitted by that star. The primary purpose of a Dyson sphere is to optimize the collection of solar energy for the benefit of an advanced civilization. It is speculated that this massive construction could house human habitats, facilitate the production of resources on a cosmic scale, and address the growing energy demands of an evolved society in the interstellar realm. Although to date, no evidence of the existence of Dyson spheres has been detected, their theoretical consideration has significantly
That's in part because if you build a
future technological
cell entirely around a star, you're not going to see the star, and so you won't know that the star's there being shielded.
Conceptualization of Dyson spheres, various variants have been proposed, each adapted to address different needs and challenges. Among the hypothetical types of Dyson spheres are thin shell Dyson sphere, a structure that surrounds the star in thin layers, optimizing the capture of solar energy and minimizing the material required for construction. Dyson swarm, instead of a single massive sphere, it envisions a series of satellites or independent structures orbiting the star, working together to collect energy. Multiple shell Dyson sphere, similar to the thin shell sphere but with additional layers to provide habitable environments and specialized zones for various functions. Lattice Dyson sphere, a structure consisting of a lattice or mesh around the star, allowing the passage of a certain amount of radiation to maintain specific conditions inside. Incomplete Dyson sphere, a partial construction around the star, which may be in the process of expansion or intentionally designed to leave specific areas without encapsulation. Cloud-type Dyson sphere, a more dispersed variant, where instead of a solid sphere, widely distributed energy collector clouds are used around the star.
None of those sound terribly intimidating, though they are all pretty well stationary, so if it's going to be something that's threatening the solar system, it would have to be coming towards us.
In 1995,
Nope.
Dialpad AI has the
Who
answers
knows
to
what
your
happened in
customers'
1995?
needs. It won't make your jokes funny. Come on.
Dr. Henry Favre, a member of the Light Contrast Photographs Astronomical Analysis Department at NASA, conducted a specific study on anomalies detected on the planet Neptune over the past 15 years. His field notes were systematized and delivered to the head of the security department at the institution for a thorough investigation regarding the anomalous condition of the gas giant. Dr. Favre's conclusions led to intensive investigations by astronomers associated with NASA and various universities in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Germany.
Go Canada!
In
Woo!
1997 and 2001, they internally published the following papers within the NATO Space Security Command, highlighting the following data of utmost relevance.
By analyzing the impact simulation of waves on Jupiter's electromagnetic field, the obtained results were as expected, in accordance with the dispersion of particles in relation to their stationary density. On the contrary, the results in Neptune's field revealed that the dispersion of particles was excessively lower to the extent that, due to the very low levels, they slightly destabilized the planet's orbit. Taking satellite data from the exploration around Neptune, disturbance in the gravitational field was noticed at a specific point in the southern hemisphere of the planet. At this location, energy seemed to concentrate, attracting all gravitational points to a single sector from where it leaked out of the atmosphere. What leaked out of the atmosphere? The gravity? Gravity can't leak out or anywhere. The graph depicts a leakage of internal substance, even from the core, deviating from any expected behavior for a celestial body. The time lapse between the two graphs shows how the planet was partially emptied within a couple of years. comparison, Neptune experienced a much more dramatic loss than Uranus. Despite also being affected by the same Neptuniation phenomenon, Uranus regained its composition after slight stagnation in its loss of gravitational pull.
When conducting a systematic review of studies from 1997 to 2000, in comparison with previous years, but not limited to the study of Neptune alone, they considered that this could be due to some anomaly in the outermost region of the solar system, as a characteristic of celestial bodies farther from the Sun. However, they were greatly intrigued by an external flow to the Oort cloud that maintained a similar, if not identical, pulse to the energy movement in Neptune.
The Oort cloud is the area outside of the Neptunian orbit where comets and such come from. The pulsating flow of Neptune's emptying exhibited consistent similarities during the same period, with extractive activity originating from the outermost regions of the solar system, possibly from the same area as the Oort cloud. So now we're into the parts that aren't consistent with our actual research. This analysis revealed the detachment of matter from the Transmartian region, from the Kuiper belt to Neptune. This zone, a certain gravitational energy seemed to be literally drawn from an exterior source.
Having examined these data, astronomers published the primary conclusion in the present year, 2001, which pointed to the increasingly plausible possibility that the so-called Oort cloud, surrounding the solar system, is, in reality, one form of a Dyson sphere. Its interior may well serve as a spatial reserve of energy from which a civilization considerably more advanced than humanity is obtaining resources from the Jovian planets. Alternatively, the entire solar system could function as some sort of experimentation farm for this civilization. This opens a high probability that human life, as well as that of other animals, is a product of an artificial creation external to the chance occurrence of events.
That's a heck of a leap.
Following studies that date the Moon as older than the solar system itself, it becomes necessary to evaluate this parameter and accurately date the rest of the celestial bodies, which could have been deliberately placed within a Dyson sphere under entirely controlled conditions.
The possible form of the Dyson sphere surrounding the solar system. Like a Dyson spaghetti.
The Western world still celebrated the scientific cultural triumph of the arrival of men even years later. An unprecedented technological feat in the entire history of humanity. For the first time, a human being, a living species under the Earth's atmosphere, had conquered territories beyond its natural physical limitations. The world would change forever. The boundaries of what was humanly possible had changed radically, marking the beginning of an era characterized by the civilization's interest and need to explore beyond planetary borders, opening the way to the cosmic neighborhood that had been waiting for it for millions of years.
Been marked by a heck of a lot
It
more.
is not less curious, and more than debated, how, with the technology of the time, it was possible to send a group of men into space and bring them back completely safe. The advancements, compared to today's standards, were terrifyingly simple. All records made of each minimal test, each prototype, each action protocol, required hundreds and hundreds of pages and a team that at times had to work with calculations done by pencil and paper. However, it is necessary to clarify that when it comes to scientific advancements in service to humanity's development, at some point it dramatically shifted towards international security purposes, towards military and, above all, private purposes. These were not phenomena exclusive to the 20th century. There is an innocent belief that man has lived most of his history in misery and underdevelopment. This is partly an absolute truth, but history, always written by its victors, has diverted us from a place in the course of human intelligence that has been several steps ahead of the civilization experience. The service of cognitive development in the interest of private entities has elevated scientific knowledge to unsuspected levels because the world is much more complex than one might believe in advance.
I'll be real with you, I'm not quite
Since
sure what they just said.
1789, there have been records, many of them incomplete or not fully authorized for complete disclosure, of discoveries and inventions that have been kept in the utmost secrecy, patented and secured by astronomical figures and extortion networks that span generations of power. That's why it should not be surprising that every technological revolution is nothing more than the offspring and remnants of a generation already exhausted and surpassed in the sphere of private development. Many of the tremendous advances in technology were useful decades before they were commercially known. And likewise, the progress in space-related sciences and its conquest. January 1973. The private space agency FX-77 began the first analyses of its third and most successful mission to Mars, a planet that had been orbited and studied since 1940 through unmanned artifacts, mainly for investigative purposes related to the soil and its precious metal riches for the projected development of 21st century industries. However, no agency had so far ventured into a purely exploratory enterprise of the Martian landscapes. It was undoubtedly a lousy business, with huge losses and results destined for the aesthetic enjoyment of its main investors. Nevertheless, the investigations were acquiring an intriguing value, producing economic returns as the incomprehensibility of their initial results became apparent. With the development of color photography since 1921, exploratory images of the Martian surface offered a complete and precise visualization. From the beginning, expectations were more than low, as the first photographs, which took no more than 3 days to reach Earth, did not show a landscape much different from the arid deserts of North Africa, and its monotony was a real headache for those who had invested large sums of money for a greater surprise. But these surprises would not take long to arrive. March 1973. The old stories of human mythology have never had a real connection to the real world. Beyond the obvious and slight references to the knowable and perceptible, the magical and divine elements that underlie all supernatural action.
There aren't supposed to be bones on Mars. What the heck?
More than impractical solutions to the relentless certainty and order of nature in its purest state, always difficult to grasp from concrete thought.
Oh, commercial, which is perfect timing because I did. I don't know if it's me or if it's the way it's being written, but I'm it's not grokking it.
Money for a greater surprise. But these surprises would not take long to arrive.
Bones
March
there.
1973. The old stories of human mythology have never had a real connection to the real world.
Okay.
Beyond the obvious and slight references to the knowable and perceptible, the magical and divine elements that underlie all supernatural action and interference in our world have been nothing more than impractical solutions to the relentless certainty and order of nature in its purest state, always difficult to grasp from concrete thought.
Okay, so the magical and divine elements that underlie all supernatural action and interference in our world, nothing more than impractical solutions to the relentless certainty and order of nature in its pure state. So basically, because we've created these magical or divine elements as a way to understand the relentlessness of nature because we couldn't comprehend it ourselves.
But this is nothing more than an arrogant argument, dismantled by the ambition of those who have based their own world on the most sterile and predictable aspects of nature. The photographs handed to the FX-77 agency left no option to deny the interference of ancestral entities in the cosmic neighborhood. Not only were bones of complex living beings such as mammals or reptiles recorded, but also structures very similar to those erected by humanity itself thousands of years ago. Pyramids and temples had been ravaged by a wild and unknown nature for men, but there was the greatest evidence, the most conclusive proof that it was not necessary to search millions of light years away in galaxies that might harbor life like ours. They were just a few thousand kilometers away. They had existed at some point in human history, existing parallel to it.
Martian.
September 1973. There is information that is often desirable never to know, and that was precisely a phrase that no one wanted to endure. They had crossed a limit in the shadows of everyday progress, and there was a truth that could not wait for a global consensus for its search, especially if it could harbor results even more incomprehensible for the human species than nature itself.
I hope this guy gets a
As the year progressed,
editor or something to
particular
sort of
attention was paid
make
to
his
the
sentences
studies of the
coherent.
Martian soil's antiquity, as well as the materials of the monumental structures found. By that time, the development of conventional dating had made considerable progress in research and refinement, and it was,
That pyramid.
coincidentally, in the 1970s that it became popular and received the largest monetary contribution in the history of the scientific world in a traditional sense. The agencies interested in dating the Martian territory saw in the results the urgent and suffocating need to take that world of lights, that world of limitations and slow progress, beyond its own known capacity. The world had to delve into the study and appropriation of its own history. The Martian discoveries were irrefutable and exorbitant. That world devastated by dust and reddish sands had not coexisted in the past with humanity, not even with the prehistoric. A Martian civilization was not even contemporaneous with dinosaurs or single-celled organisms. It could have been a mistake, perhaps, but the experiments were repeated enough times, yielding the same exact results to be treated as a misalignment or misunderstanding of the tests themselves.
Oh, there's a guy there.
There was a civilization that existed at a time difficult to call the past, as its dating exceeded the possible beginning of the universe itself. That civilization was in a past that, topologically speaking, could be in a future of the human timeline. Time exhibited an incomprehensible property of inversion, making its own antiquity located at a point where space-time would become, for human conception, but, in the same way, had already occurred and perhaps was happening at the
Oh,
same
wow,
time.
that is a sentence and a half.
If that aberration of the fabric of the universe was a few months away from Earth, it was entirely possible that humanity itself was part of that nonsensical space-time, and that the past was nothing more than the remnants of a dynamic that would repeat endlessly in a loop, perhaps, that discovery had been the anchor point between both inversions of the sense of time. November 1973. The die was cast. There was no greater sense in investigating the Martian soil. The tests continued week after week, hoping for more answers regarding temporal inversion, but nothing satisfied the cravings for denial. These were not merely dating tests. There was an awareness of the activity inherent in each of the structures found there. Many will recall the controversial Face on Mars disseminated in 1975, causing a stir and consternation across society.
Oh, I was thinking they would show it to
As
us.
is always the case, such a discovery must be debunked and aligned with the official, everyday, and sluggish version of conservative scientific progress. Humanity was hardly prepared for such transcendental revelations, and that had been the main proof.
Okay, alright, well, I can't argue with
The
that. We're not
Martian
prepared for
horror
that.
did not lie in finding pyramids built by humanoid extraterrestrials from a distant past or the discovery of civilizational remnants. That is only of mundane, persecutory, and paranoid interest. The face on the surface of Mars hinted at an even stranger phenomenon.
There it
after
is.
The second set of photographs revealed that it had disappeared within a matter of hours. For the entire press and the public communicative apparatus of this event, the face in the first image was dismissed as a perspective error, a terrifying pareidolia of a couple of poorly photographed mounds.
Pareidolia
The
is
truth had
seeing
stranger undertones
faces
than
in
that.
things that aren't faces. That's
The
right.
Martian surface possibly
Jesus
was
in
a
his
type of
post.
entity with a certain intelligent, malleable, and imitative capacity.
So the planet
Since
was.
successive investigations did not address this event, to this day, there have been no private reports on the nature of the planet's surface. It has been theorized that, possibly, Mars and other celestial bodies are a type of structural entity with partial imitation capabilities. This would explain the imitative face resembling a human and the planet's very form. It is probable that most celestial bodies mimic each other, taking on spheroidal forms as a mirror, concealing their unknown original form.
But somebody would have had to do that in the first place. And why did he make himself a sphere? Not sure. Although it just kind of has a Solaris element to it, although that's much smaller scale of imitation. Uh-oh, the FBI's coming for you. We pause this because it's not just the regular FBI one. The following material is protected by the federal law for exclusive use by the Pentagon's Space Security Committee and authorized personnel of the Department of Defense. Its use is restricted to academic purposes and for the historical record of progress in elucidating anomalies on the planet Saturn, commonly known as the Rings. Violation of this federal ordinance will be investigated and prosecuted through the Special Space Security Code of the Committee. Maximum penalty in accordance with the determination of the court, including the possibility of capital punishment. That's not good. Partial record of an internal documentary. Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Since time immemorial, man has gazed at the sky and sought to unravel the mysteries of the celestial vault, so deep and dark. From the night skies, prophecies have been declaimed, omens interpreted, and it has served as a stellar map for navigators and seafaring explorers. Science has been interested, from the beginning of history, in understanding all the phenomena that occur above our heads.
Listen, you
eager
gotta
study
understand
celestial
space.
bodies and the movement
Space.
of the stars.
The final frontier, buddy.
Before the invention of the modern telescope, civilizations had limited insight into the sky. Technological limitations hindered any interest in knowing beyond what the eyes could perceive. However, thousands of years ago, the Sumerians and Akkadians had certain notions of the existence of planets beyond what revolved around a luminous source, the sun. Despite their tremendous disadvantages, simple sky observation already provided clues about the cosmic order, even beyond what we now know as the solar system. Unfortunately for these civilizations, it was entirely impossible to know what those luminous phenomena in the sky were. Despite changes in light intensity or colors, they could not imagine what these were, what kind of objects they were, their size, their relevance in the cosmic neighborhood, and not to mention the remote idea that there might be life there.
That's National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Saturn has captivated observers since the dawn of recorded history over 50 centuries ago. In early history, Saturn has been associated with omens related to both politics and everyday life. This situation changed little until the early 17th century when Galileo and his contemporaries, using telescopes, began systematic observations of Saturn.
Saturn,
Observers
the
in the 17th century
name for the Roman equivalent of the Titan Chronos, from which we get
known as Saturn's rings.
chronology, that sort
Galileo
of thing.
himself depicted the rings as
Oh.
solid circles, one on each side of the planet.
And looks like an eye.
Others represented a solid elliptical ring plane, but one that contained unusual openings, like circles and diamond shapes. There are also records where the absence of rings is striking. The differences among observers and the unusual appearance of the rings are actually attributed to the low quality of telescopes in the
Want to get a Google Career Certificate?
I went online. I also looked at multiple programs. I saw that the Google program
early days, and the lack of a conventionally accepted manufacturing method.
The fact that we can see anything
By
at
the
all
late
is really pretty
18th
impressive.
century, bright points were observed on the edge of the ring plane. Reports stated that one of these points even moved repeatedly in position, so evidently that there was no room for chance. However, none of the bright points persisted for long, less than 16 hours, ruling out the possibility that they were satellites or bodies with regular orbits. The observer, William Herschel, posited in 1789 that some kind of unstable source must be responsible, like an intense fire.
He has what you would call strong features.
Another perplexity has been the observation of one ring arm while another could not be detected, and systematically so, as if they changed their angle around the planet. Bright points continued to be reported by keen observers in the 19th century. Once again, Saturn's satellites had to be ruled out since none could be located nearby. The most surprising and now famous observations of a light source occurred in the 20th century, on February 9, 1917. Two astronomers, Maurice Ainslie and John Knight of Britain, independently observed the source. The brightness recorded from the source was so intense that Ainslie directly called it a wandering star. The star followed a straight path that indeed covered about 125,000 kilometers. The observed time to cover this distance through the ring system was 1 hour and 40
What do you think
minutes,
this is?
yielding an average speed of 21 kilometers
Probably
per
a satellite.
second. If this value is compared with the average speed for a Voyager en route to Saturn, which is approximately 13 kilometers per second, the star's speed was almost twice as fast. During the observations, when the star was in view, easily detectable, its light seemed to take on an elongated appearance. Although there was something very strange in its trajectory, as it moved over the ring plane effortlessly, it seemed to devour the material from it as it progressed. Voyager 1's results have added new perplexities. In Ring F, positioned outside the main ring system, intense electrical discharges similar but much larger than terrestrial
Why is F
lightning have been
between
reported.
A and E?
The explanations that science has given to all the mysteries of many celestial bodies have not only been consistent from a theoretical standpoint, but also through corresponding photographs. For example, regarding Saturn, the oldest observations have recorded different forms of the ring system, which is easily explainable due to the low sophistication of telescopes. However, the changing luminosities surrounding the planet have not been clearly differentiated from the trail of its natural satellites, and theoretically, they have not been satisfactorily resolved from a general consensus.
Yeah.
In the 2nd century before the Common Era, in what is now Saudi Arabia, local astronomers had developed technology that had nothing to envy from Galileo's telescopes, or even more modern ones. Despite the difficulties of the time, these men had devised a clever way to observe in greater detail each of the stars in the firmament. It was a lens as large and tall as the size of an average person, from which,
That's a big
given
lens.
its unique properties, it had the possibility to significantly magnify what was projected onto it. Given this remarkable characteristic, it was built to be functional with the least possible light, and also the most distant, so this device only worked at night and performed better with completely clear skies. With this marvelous lens, they could project surprisingly detailed visions of some planets that had been hypothesized until then, including the most distant ones like Neptune and Pluto. Unfortunately, for religious reasons, much of the astronomical records kept in the Great Library of Muhail were burned in the 7th century after the Common Era.
Oh,
with the
except that I
rise of
believe.
Islam. Many advances in astronomical science were, in fact, thoroughly censored, and their authors were cruelly punished for trying to go beyond human limitations. This became equally common for other sciences over time. However, in 1872, transcripts were found in the present-day Albanian town of Pagori, which, according to archaeological and anthropological records, are directly related to the prohibited writings of Muhail. In these transcripts, extensive descriptions and studies of a planet called Al-Qura min al-Nujama Mutagayira, an Arabic expression for sphere of changing stars, were found.
Okay.
According to current astronomical records, it was concluded that this celestial body was Saturn, and the changing stars referred to its rings. But the greatest surprise from the data of these ancient records was not the curious precision about its diameter, orbit, and even an approximation of its particular density, but the account of the peculiar observable feature of shape change. Over 2,000 years ago, men in the desert were able to observe strange luminosities that came and went around Saturn,
Mysteries,
differentiating
shape
them from
changing.
its satellites, which had also been identified at that time. But this was not all they had observed, as the writings detailed how those luminosities sometimes intervened with such intensity around the planet that it considerably reduced its diameter, while at other times it seemed as if it inflated. The same happened with its rings, which reached much larger sizes than those currently recorded, and were seen producing strange ripples, surrounding the central sphere as if it were a beehive. The influences of these luminosities were such that they sometimes changed the orbit and rotational movement of the planet. Unfortunately, these records are mostly incomplete, so the most exhaustive connection between modern investigations into strange phenomena in Saturn's rings is frankly impossible. Nevertheless, this type of discovery opens the door and motivates researchers to search remote sites around the world for the existence of ancient records, as valuable as any modern inquiry into those aspects still unresolved in the cosmos.
Audio recording of Dr. Lawrence McKenney regarding the case of the 4 astronauts. Oh, but first, the commercial.
Did you know Tetris was the first video game played in space?
His condition worsened so rapidly that we didn't even have time for a clinical interview. The only information possible to gather was through testimonials from family members. The presented symptoms corresponded to an internal infection that was difficult to explain. Thousands of parasites were
That's not good.
consuming him, so we had no choice but to place them in a level 4 isolation chamber in the underground wing.
That's fair.
The examination was quite challenging due to the extreme risk of contagion.
Hero images of the brain of one of the astronauts showing thousands of parasites. Eek. Just each of those things is a parasite. Or several.
Venus takes 224 days to orbit the Sun. Little Mercury just 88. Mercury never strays more than 43 million miles from the Sun. perpetually scorched and irradiated.
No, you have so much to live for.
Pictures from Mariner 10, a space probe sent to Mercury in the early 70s, reveal barren and a world of extremes, temperature by day.
Hello?
It was the 1960s, and the space race between the United States and the Soviet bloc was in full swing, with the successful moon landing in 1969.
Nice.
The results were evident. The technological superiority of the West had clearly triumphed over Eastern development.
Or had it?
After years of intense research, humanity finally succeeded in sending one of its kind, not only into Earth's orbit, but directly onto the surface of another celestial body. Joy, excitement, and above all, the sweet taste of ideological triumph left American scientists, military personnel, and leaders thirsty for more. While 1969 had meant a definitive triumph with the clearest demonstration, the space horizon seemed limitless.
That guy in the middle is the one who
The
didn't actually
incipient
land on the moon.
technology of the time had achieved it on the moon.
He had to stay in the
Not
capsule
much
the whole
more
time.
would be needed to start visiting the space neighborhood. Thus was born the only project that, due to its more than fatal results, has no official record of missions carried out by NASA. Project Mercury 1. American ambitions seemed limitless, as reflected in the decision of NASA's then planning chief, Thomas Dublin, strongly supported by Pentagon's Foreign Affairs Secretary, Edward Mitchell Schmidt. Together, they proposed the idea of sending a manned spacecraft to orbit Mercury for as long as necessary to study it and extract the most information about obtaining new sources of energy. This was in the context of the foreseeable depletion of oil for a few decades, leading to future energy conflicts and, naturally, possible federal savings. Mercury was believed to have an enormous variety of compounds of great value on Earth, due to the ancient theory of Ancunan Raouzon regarding Mercury's past and its relationship with the Sun's thermal effect, which would have enhanced those compounds inside, as if it were a fermentation. The Mercury mission.
Hang on, wait, let's go back again. Fermentation?
Of Ancunan
Alright.
to orbit Mercury.
Oh.
The space horizon seemed limitless. If the incipient technology of the time had achieved it on the moon,
Sorry about that one, back
much more would
further
be
than I
needed
meant,
to
but
start visiting the space
give me a
neighborhood.
chance to look at something.
Thus was born the only project that, due to its more than fatal results, has no official record of missions carried out by NASA. Project Mercury 1.
So, I was confused because Project Mercury was an actual program. It was before the smooth landing. Had nothing to do with Mercury, the planet.
Dublin, strongly supported by Pentagon's Foreign Affairs Secretary, Edward Mitchell Schmidt. Together, they proposed the idea of sending a manned spacecraft to orbit Mercury for as long as necessary to study it and extract the most information about obtaining new sources of energy. This was in the context of the foreseeable depletion of oil.
Also, Mercury is not next door. Mars and Venus are both much closer. Sorry, I know I'm nitpicking this an awful lot for an analog horror video.
Was believed to have an enormous variety.
I guess I have a bug up my ass about space stuff.
On Earth, due to the ancient theory of Ancunan Raouzon regarding Mercury's past and its relationship with the Sun's thermal effect, which would have enhanced those compounds inside, as if it were a fermentation. The Mercury mission involved a rapid adaptation and understanding of the lunar model of space travel, with times that needed to be extended considerably, as well as more intense physical preparation for the astronauts.
Yeah, they'd be gone a lot longer going to
The suit
Mercury.
had to be manufactured to be even more resistant to ultraviolet radiation, just like the spacecraft module. It would undoubtedly be a risky mission, but with the caveat that a descent to the planet was not necessary. The planning of the crew journey, beyond providing valuable information through direct observation of the tests, would be the definitive test and expression of American hegemony, at levels never thought of since the development of the atomic bomb. The 4 crew members of the mission received special training between 1970 and 1975 with the goal of orbiting Mercury by the end of the decade. The technical advice of the scientific team also called on the best space engineers and astrophysicists from the Western Allied Bloc to carry out the definitive construction of the rocket and module. Scientists from renowned universities in Japan, Germany, Denmark, France, and the United States focused all their efforts to come up with the best possible design.
Would have been West
innovating in
Germany.
as many aspects as had
Split in
yielded
two.
fruitful results in the moon landing. In 1979, on May 4th, the Mercury 1 mission took off from Cape Canaveral. The entire process, unlike the trip to the moon, was arranged with the utmost secrecy and discretion. In fact, the information was not made public until the date of this documentary in 1999.
Nobody noticed the
At
giant
that time,
spaceship taking out?
NASA communicated through its spokesperson that it was merely
From the same
testing
place that all the other
prototypes for
spaceships
future
take?
lunar and orbital explorations.
Oh, so they said they were sending stuff up there. Okay.
Cracked and battered for the planet.
But why would they have done it such top secret?
Space debris plummets inward. Nearby Mercury is in the line of fire. Mercury's surface is like the hidden side of our moon. Both have great circular basins, and Mercury isn't much bigger than the moon.
With absolute precision in the trajectory and speed of information reception, the journey's duration was established at 19 months, where, as planned, the spacecraft experienced sudden accelerations caused by the gravitational effect of the sun. This energy was immensely useful in shortening the journey and taking advantage of space conditions. The astronauts' good condition was confirmed at all times, and there were no incidents that put their lives at risk. Through cameras placed throughout the module, as an innovation for the most visual records possible of the planet, images of Mercury were recorded in a total of 503. These were revealed and analyzed in 1982, once the astronauts returned to Earth. It was at this moment that the problems began. The analyzed photographs revealed unexpected images for a planet that was supposed to be entirely rocky and compact. Huge holes were found all around Mercury, some several miles in diameter, with a perfect appearance of being excavated by some kind of intelligence. Additionally, inside those holes, strange lights were observed,
and
as well
spiders.
as limbs of biological entities that, judging by their appearance, must have been some living and conscious entity.
That's just later. Oh! Okay.
The only
I see
photograph
legs there.
from the surface of Mercury was one in which a small probe was launched to impact the planet, attempting to provide the most data and information.
So this is remarkable. The paper tablet created for people who like to take notes. It even feels and sounds like paper. Watch this. I just write out my notes, I tap here, and there you go. All of my handwritten notes are now converted to typed text. And what's
Honey, if you did that with mine, you would be able to read.
By high temperatures. Upon arrival on Earth, the crew managed to enter the atmosphere with a ship that, according to their own comments, suffered serious damage, apparently due to natural friction, So the planned return that had been stipulated ended with the ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, near the coasts of Panama.
That sounds about
When
right.
the return ship was transported to the
Oh.
United States, it was noticed that it had not necessarily been affected by the friction of atmospheric entry, but it was in an external state of corrosion produced by some parasitic organism that had adhered to it. A greater surprise came when they realized that the interior quickly began to fill with this rare black mucus. Initially, they thought it might be an unexpected reaction to some maritime microorganisms, but then they confirmed that this material had not been identified in any way in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, it would be
After
now.
noticing this, the medical and technical team at NASA
Interesting.
decided to monitor the health of the astronauts, who reported no discomfort despite the strange black mucus eating away at the ship day after day. In interviews with the astronauts, they mentioned nothing of this. In fact, the journey was much better than stipulated for most of the way, with minimal inconveniences. But everything changed 6 months later, when from the ship, already completely engulfed in the still unknown substance, a curious life form began to emerge from the mucus, about 90 centimeters long, similar to the
3
tentacles
feet.
of some marine animal, but showing no particular interest other than traversing the interior of the ship. In that same period, four astronauts urgently arrived at NASA's special unit, reporting a rapid blackening of their upper limbs. Upon analysis,
That's not good.
it was found to be the same material as the black mucus that had engulfed the ship.
Was it?
Unfortunately, the substance's rapid abrasion covered the men completely within 3 days, giving them no time to comment on their symptoms. They had already
Sir, how do you
arrived
feel about being dissolved by
unconscious
goo?
at the health service and were put into a coma within a few hours.
Well, don't send me out there then. I don't want that.
The last we heard from Anatoly Volinsky's testimony was all about the new images captured by the Narod 4 telescope, which we had attended alongside the head of the Computational Analysis Department at its inauguration in September 21. Anatoly Volinsky was in charge of the photographic transduction of all processes within the Narod complex. With the inauguration of the most powerful telescope in Eastern Europe and Asia, he was promoted within the ranks of national security agencies. His new position involved the initial review and preliminary compilation of studies on raw images from all NAROD telescopes. This role granted him access to federal matters without requiring specific and formal authorization from the Minister of Defense. He had been entrusted with this position due to his extraordinary service in the space program for nearly 25 years, and impeccable evaluations in the psychometric tests administered to every worker every 6 to 8 months. Alongside Mr. Lomodev, he was one of the few still enjoying such privileges in the agency after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Those who had the unfortunate privilege of reading Anatoly Volinsky's report suffered even worse consequences.
Oh no.
Some of these workers were sent to the infamous Kanchalan camps along with their families without any reasonably justifiable argument other than national security. Others were permanently relocated to the third underground floor of the Trans-Neptunian Affairs building, where they underwent the mandatory and binding protocol tests that any worker entering warranted in terms of their results and conclusions. Part of Anatoly Volinsky's testimony was recorded in room 307, where he was asked to read his own report in front of a recorder. Outside the room, in an adjacent booth, were those of us who would evaluate his account using a wave transformer and a real-time spectral beater. We knew that anyone entering room 307 must be there for reasons ranging from serious to extremely serious. It was unusual to receive personnel without having heard any rumors that would give us a clue about what we were about to face. Anatoly Volinsky seemed nervous, a bit hesitant,
but that could be better explained by the anxiety of being in a high-pressure situation that was surely
Base
not part of his daily
heals?
routine. The orders were clear. Obtain a faithful, clean, and secure record of what Narod 4 had captured on the morning of September 28th, avoiding direct listening to the testimony. Anatoly Volinskich was quite insistent about what he had observed in the photographic transduction, and he seemed not to comprehend the danger that this insistence posed to the safety of anyone listening to him directly. The man repeated without any hesitation that the Zaversheny phenomenon had been captured in a vast number of frames, and that, if not studied in time, would pose an imminent danger to the safety of the human race.
That's the worst
With the
kind of
same
danger.
insistence, he went on to describe it in gruesome detail. Beyond Neptune, where the ridiculous theorization of the Dyson sphere was once suspected, the term ridiculous was repeatedly used by Mr. Anatoly Volinskich. There was no place for any artificial structure. American studies had been wrong and blinded by their materialistic and technologist ideology of an anthropomorphic concept of the evolution and development of the universe. There would be no civilizations beyond the planetary, or even galactic neighborhood that we shamelessly called intelligent, a concept derived from studies that define and delimit the cognitive capacity of creatures from a human perspective, limited to the brain understanding of a species casually existing in the universe. Beyond Neptune, just a few steps away in astronomical distances, and who knows if less, were the humorously called world devourers. They don't devour worlds because there is no way of knowing if their material composition contains any structural programming that provides them with the instinct of feeding, or instinct per se. It could even be what has been theorized from the eastern side of the world, like the walls of space-time, which, always thinking of them within a geocentric logic, would make their way through existence and accidentally sweep away their vesicular structures with whatever stood in their path.
Whoops.
In the strangest of cases, those holes would send the galactic neighborhood outside the universe, into a cosmic interstice of which there would be no way to know its conditions, because it is a state outside the rules of the study of known reality.
Okay.
The testimony seemed vague, corrupted, and initially suspected of some undetected psychosis in Anatoly Volinskich. However, the images were there,
art
in the investigative folder,
stories,
and attached in their first
fluctuation of
impression and
something.
statistical analysis in the report. Although that wasn't the real problem, it wasn't the reason for the care that had to be taken with Anatoly Volinskich's raw words.
Nope.
The only real reason was what his words provoked in those who had heard him. Those men who were sent to the Kanchalan camps had not been victims of political censorship, much less
Oh
but
dear.
of something much stranger. Of the walls of space, moving
They'll turn into
counterintuitively
Bat Boy.
through immaterial dimensions, like the words of whoever had transformed them from the visible spectrum to the sound frequencies of speech.
Interesting. Kind of surprised a little let down by the generic, oh my goodness, spooky man face at the end, but you know, it is what it is. It was fun. It was fun. It wasn't as good as the real, but then few things are. The real is pretty heckin' awesome. But it was fun. I highly recommend that channel. I've watched 3 videos. 2 of them have been bangers. 1 of them has been good, which was that one. So 2 bangers and a good one. Not a problem at all. Let's see. What time is it? It is 10 o'clock. Don't want to give it a rest just yet. Let's try something fun and small here. Alright, so I've got this game here. Just give me a moment here. I have to change the settings because it is not windowed. Yep. Move it over here. Well, I tell you, the fact that games default to full screen is kind of annoying for some of us, especially when they default to like ginormous full screen. Like, what the heck? Alright, that's a bit better. See if I can capture this one properly. You've got... Come on, baby. Nope, it is yet another game that does not want to be captured as a game for some reason. So we'll capture it as a screen, then we'll resize it. I gotta figure out what's going on with that, but you know, I just don't have the time these days. So this is giant. Well, now wait a second. Something's not right there. Why is it? What the hell? Well, did it really grab? Yeah. It really, for some reason, grabbed the window with my... Okay, we won't play that right now. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I run it like this, if it'll work. If I delete this, then I open the program. Delete that. Add game capture. Capture specific window. Word web. That is so weird. It doesn't even show here. Insane. If I go to crop, I've got a giant thing. I can crop it. What the hell? Okay. That's not what I wanted. Get rid of my cropping. And nope, don't want that. I don't know what's going on with that. We're going to remove it. Now what if I do full screen it? Settings. Full screened. Add window capture. If this doesn't work, we'll try something else. What in the hell? So if I capture my Spotify, it looks like that. Capture myself, I look like that. If I capture WordWeb, I have that. So you had your chance, buddy. Get out of here. Wait. Oh wow, it's not even letting me click in things now. That. It's completely Well, that was fun and a half. I want to play like a little puzzle game or something. I don't want to go all the way in on what we were just playing, but a puzzle game would be nice. Well, maybe not. All right, you know what? Because I do want to play something. This game came out from Merriam-Webster. Yes, the dictionary company. Called Pilfer. So, since I can't get anything else to run right now, let's just play this. I can stretch it out a bit. I only need this part here. So this game, basically, you make words and steal them from the opponent. I just want to play it a little bit before I sign off for the night. So I'm playing against the computer right now, as you can see. So we're going to have... Can't do anything with that. We can do smog. Whoops. Alright, so if he's able to add a letter to make a new word, then he can steal it from me. And vice versa. And you can also add letters to your own, but you cannot just add an S to pluralize. That is too easy for them. So let's say sir. And we're waiting. Oh, Iris. I should have seen that one coming. Well, when in doubt, 3-letter word to start with. Tone. Oh, it beat me. Damn. A tone. There we go. Stole it back from him, and you can see the points are going back and forth. Toned. It will let you make past tense. It just won't let you pluralize it by just adding an S. So sometimes it's better to go for just the one word right off the bat. Sometimes it's better to make a small word and then add more words to it. Oh, man. Here. You see I added. You don't actually get points for adding an extra word or capturing your own, but nope, that's not right. J. Carrier. I mean, you get the points for the extra letters, but you don't get to add anything more than that. Joe, flying for a cup of coffee. Ear. So really, again, if you've got the short words and you can throw them out before your opponent, then you're probably going to be in a good spot. Although they can always steal them back from you. The more words that you get, or the longer the words get, the harder it is for them to steal them. Cater. Damn it. So that, of course, is the danger there. Is that a word? No. Sandier. So I stole that one from him. Queen. And you can see at the top it tells you how many tiles are left to work with. Oh, Fez. Fez is cool. Oh, I should have connected that one. Here. Ticks. Again, you can't just say queens. Oh, that boy was fast on that. Come on, I'm sure that's a word. Lotus, I should have seen that one coming. Another O. E. Again, just go for the short words in worst case scenario, because there's only going to be one letter left. Do I see anything here that I could make? No, but neither does he. And either he could capture 19 points off of me. So that was a fun game. Fun to show that off. It just came out. I'm a big fan of it already. But I haven't been playing against humans very much. I started out, I played a game against some humans on the beginner mode, and I wiped the floor with them, and I felt bad about it, and I haven't gone up again. Too late now to that way. But that was fun, wouldn't you say? Of course you would. Well, folks, it's been about 3 hours. Played a game, watched a video, played another game. I think it's good to call it a night. See who's streaming so that we can someone. Oh, looks like Grimmy is streaming. Oh, she's going to be doing indie horror. Oh, we also got Pumpkin Potion, Kamimi, Niospeed, Lyra. I think let's raid Grimmy. We're really early on, and she's going to be doing indie horror. So, see if I can raid her today. Start the raid. Good, and she's got a nice reassuring note that the accident wasn't our fault, and it's been 20 years. So, that's always nice to hear. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you later this week. Bye-bye.